Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 5.
We begin tonight with breaking news. Fargo police say they will be recommending charges against a man who parents say inappropriately touched young children at a local park. Police want the court to consider sexual assault charges against the man. They add he has also been banned from all indoor and outdoor playgrounds in the area. Valley News Live met up with that man who says the whole thing was a misunderstanding and that he's not a criminal. The man is a father of 4 who was at Lindenwood with his wife and kids. He says a young girl fell and he was trying to help.
Take and then I will just like, I'm sorry, just like here, take like kiss and then I will put a separate place. But right now it's too many problems for to here. I don't know how to do for this thing.
People didn't understand what you were doing.
Yeah, I know, but I love it. Almost kids need kids, see sometime fall down, something wrong.
Valley News Team's crime and safety reporter Nicole Johnson will have more from the family coming up tonight on Valley News Live at 6.
When you go to a park, you don't expect that to happen, that a random stranger is going to grab one of your children, especially when you are right there.
Meanwhile, the mother of 4 with one on the way, who is at the center of all this, says the man inappropriately touched her kids at a local park. Valley News Team's Cornelius Hawker has an exclusive interview with that mom about the incident. She hopes you can learn from what she says was a very scary experience.
We couldn't really process what we had just seen and heard. We're a little flabbergasted by what happened.
A family outing to Lindenwood Park for Lisa Gadros on Monday night turned bizarre after she says a man inappropriately touched 2 of her children.
Before he released my daughter to my husband, he kissed my daughter kind of in the corner of her mouth area. This gentleman proceeded to grab my 8-year-old son in his groin and cup his groin as he did so.
She got on Facebook to tell people about what she says happened so parents could be informed and police could hopefully find this guy. Lisa says the man in the photo seemed a little off, which is why they didn't use force with him. A
lot of people saying that, we should have attacked this man or detained him until police came. It's, you don't know what he has in his pocket. I don't need to plan a funeral.
Lisa says this situation has given her all the more reason to continue watching her kids closely.
When you go to a park, pay attention to your kids. You think that just because they're within the vicinity that they're safe and you can read that chapter of your book or, play Pokemon on your phone, you have no idea who's interacting with your child.
Cornelius Hawker, Valley News Live.
The Cass County State's Attorney is reviewing the case, and if they decide charges are necessary, they will be filed tomorrow. We're following a developing story near Mahnomen, where authorities are investigating the death of 2 people. Authorities received a call early this morning about a shooting at a home 11 miles northeast of the city of Mahnomen. When law enforcement arrived on the scene, they found a 75-year-old man dead in a Quonset and a 71-year-old woman dead inside the home. Their names have not been released. An autopsy is being conducted to determine their cause of death. Hutch says enjoy the early evening if you can, because we could be in for severe storms later tonight. He's here now with the latest forecast. Hutch?
Thanks so much, Andrea. It is hot. It is steamy across South Dakota and portions of southern North Dakota. 70s, though, up north for more comfortable conditions. Well, we have some bumpy weather that is going to be making its way towards us. Activity between Williston and Bismarck right now is non-severe. Not expecting that to be too severe as it moves to the north and east. However, what you see in South Dakota could quickly become severe. There is a slight risk of strong to severe storms tonight along the South Dakota border, mainly along and south of Interstate 94. This will happen pretty late tonight, so enjoy your early evening activities. Here's a planner for you showing you temperatures will stay in the 80s through Fargo for much of the evening, while storms advance into southeast North Dakota around the 10 o'clock hour. And again, a chance of a few of these to have large hail and damaging wind. They'll continue through the overnight, Andrea. We'll have a risk of severe thunderstorms redeveloping on Wednesday. The entire area at risk for seeing some damaging hail, damaging winds, and an isolated tornado cannot be ruled out. Your hour-by-hour details in the forecast are straight ahead.
All right, thank you so much, Hutch. We're learning more about the man accused of shooting at a Polk County deputy who was riding in a helicopter. Today, 71-year-old Carsey Clausen was charged with attempted murder and use of deadly force against a peace officer. Each carries a maximum sentence of 20 years in prison. The shooting happened yesterday at a farmstead northwest of Bagley. The deputy was riding along in a Border Patrol helicopter looking for drug activity when police say Clausen fired 2 shots at the chopper. The deputy was hit with shattering glass and bullet fragments. Turnout is very light for today's Minnesota primary election. Minnesota voters traditionally turn out in big numbers, but experts say the lack of major statewide races or issues will likely impact that. Around here, a couple of issues may bring more to the polls. In Barnesville, voters are deciding the fate of a $35 million school remodeling and building program. In the state's 7th district, 2 Republicans are duking it out to see who will take on longtime Democratic Congressman Collin Peterson. Amanda Lynn Hinson of Long Prairie is challenging David Hughes of Carlstad. Most polls close at 8 tonight. An architectural curiosity is on the auction block in the Northern Valley, and it has people swarming to open houses to get a look. The owner started with an old farm home back in 1984 and has been building additions and changing its design ever since. Now it's for sale. In part, it's a castle-like structure with sitting rooms, observation decks, and more. But it needs a lot of work before anyone can move in. It's an uncompleted empty shell inside. However, this unusual property does offer a lot of possibilities. It has 30 rooms spread over 8,700 square feet.
But also inside is probably thousands of dollars worth of insulation and building products that will go with it. Sinks, bathroom materials, shower stalls, that type of thing.
They're accepting written bids for the property right now, and there is the opportunity to attend an open house this Thursday from 6 to 7:30 in the evening.